Hey girl, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. Today we are trying a new foundation, but ultimately we are creating this beautiful Valentine's Day look. It's a date night look that can be used for Valentine's Day or any date night if you're into color. So let's go ahead and get into this video. So first we're going to hydrate the skin with the Neutrogena Hydro Boost Water Gel. Love this stuff. It definitely hydrates the skin. I've already done my brows. Not really having a good brow day. And I think it's because the pencil is a little bit dark, but we move. This Neutrogena Hydro Boost, I love the Hydro Boost line because of the hydration. For primer, we're gonna go in with the Lawless Set the Stage Hydrating and Soothing Primer. It's a primer and a serum all in one. And this is a really good primer. It hydrates the skin. Like it says, it has a serum in here, so it has some skincare benefits, and it just really lies well under foundation to me, especially on those days where I'm doing like a no makeup look. So I'm excited to try this new foundation. To me, this is the Maybelline Lifter Plump and Glow foundation. I picked it up in the shade 332, and it's a glass bottle, which is great. Also has a pump, even better. I wasn't sure what shade to get, but this is retailed for about no more than $15, and it is said to be medium coverage, glowy finish. Hyaluronic acid is in here, peptides, so it's going to give that hydration. It's a 24-hour hydration. So let's see what this is going to feel like on the skin. I'm hoping that this shade will be fine. Just gonna put that all over, and we'll start with these 3 pumps that I just did. It says it's a medium coverage, so we'll see if it's buildable. The color is actually not bad. I could probably even get away with this shade in the spring, summer, beginning of summer months if I'm not outside too long. But I actually like the undertone of this shade. I don't feel like I have anything on my face, so I would have to say that this is a pretty good, affordable, hydrating foundation. For concealer, we're gonna go in with the L'Oreal Infallible Full Wear Concealer. I'm in the shade 385 Amber. So we're gonna go ahead and conceal and highlight with this. This is a full coverage concealer, girl. Very full coverage. But I feel like having like a lighter shade like this definitely balance out your foundation shades. And I'm gonna mix in a little bit of the e.l.f. Medium Warm 30. This has more of a warmer undertone. I'm gonna put that down here. While that's setting to give us a flawless finish, we're gonna go ahead with some cream bronzer. This is the ColourPop Paradise City Super Shock Bronzer. It is a matte bronzer that I really do enjoy using. It gives the right warmth to my skin, and I'm going in with this Ulta Beauty buffing brush. This is my favorite buffing brush to put cream products and blend out my liquid and cream products. But look how it just gives an easy bronze to the skin. This is a really good one. Since we're going in with a cream or a liquid blush, I'm gonna go ahead and put that on before blending out I can blend this bottom part out. I don't want my chin to be too light. Before blending out the under eye. So we're gonna go in with the Juvia's Place Blush Lily. And this is a really pretty pink. This is like that bubblegum type of pink, and a little bit of this goes a long way. I'm gonna do that there, but I'm also gonna mix in my e.l.f. liquid blush in the shade Suave Mauve. I love this shade. It is like the perfect mauve-y shade. So I'm just gonna put a little bit right here just so that we can kind of blend that going upward. This color is so pretty, this bubblegum shade, and a little bit of this, like I said, goes a long way. And you can also build it up if you want to intensify it. So now I'm gonna go ahead and set this concealer on the forehead. That same ColourPop bronzer, and go ahead and sculpt out my nose area, just dragging it up to the brow. And I'm now gonna go in with the CoverGirl Clean Fresh Nourishing Milk Prime and Refresh Spray. I have tried it at least once and I was not seeing, like, you know, some of the girls were saying that this was a dupe for the One Size powder melt, but I need to get my hands on the powder melt to really determine that for myself. But it is a nice refreshing spray. I feel like can be used in between your makeup steps like I just did. I'm gonna go in with the L'Oreal Infallible Blurfection powder all over my face. I really love how this blurs the skin. But for the blush setting part, I'm gonna take the Essence Flawless Skin Trio. This is supposed to be a blurring, brightening, smoothing powder, but I have been trying to test this out. It has 3 different shades in here, a lavender, a peach, and a pink. And I just feel like it's super matte to me, and it doesn't give that much brightening to me either. So what I'm gonna do is just put all 3 in here. This is what it looks like. And I'm gonna dust it in my hand, and I'm just gonna set the blush with this, being as though it is that same shade. As you can see, it's so matte to me. It's not really giving that airbrush blurring to me. It's super matte, look at that. So I'm just gonna use it to set this particular color blush. Really pretty to set as a blush. So you probably even can use this as a blush. Bronzer, I'm gonna go in with my Anastasia Beverly Hills bronzer. This is in the shade Saddle. I'm gonna be taking my Morphe E52 brush, and we're gonna go ahead and set the bronzer. Like I said, all over the place with the L'Oreal. Really, really nice. Really nice powder. This definitely gives a blurring effect and a little bit of brightening. So I'm just going to top off the excess and just press that into the skin and under the eye. To set the brows, I'm going to go in with this MAC Brow Setting Gel. This is a pretty good gel. I don't like the fact that, of course, once you dip it in this clear gel, it's going to change color, but it sets the hairs in place and allows them not to move without it being crunchy or too greasy or oily looking, and I like that. And I'm gonna be taking the Natasha Denona Safari palette, and I'm just gonna do a couple of shades on here. These are the shades. A gorgeous palette. However, if you like shimmery colors, like most of us tend to do, then you will not get any shimmers in here. So I may dip into this Fenty Shadow Topper palette. We'll see. I'm gonna go over my lid with this pink shade Lotus. I'm trying to do this pinky plummy look. I feel like it'll tie in the pink blush. This look is definitely gonna be like a Valentine's Day date night type of look. So let me know, are you wearing color on Valentine's Day? Do you celebrate Valentine's Day? Let me know. I'm gonna take this maroon type of shade here and pop that in the outer corners. I forgot how good this palette is. Wow. But this looks great. Love it. The Natasha Denona shadows are so buttery and very easy to build up on. So I like that. Just those 2 colors. And then I'm gonna go in with the Fenty Beauty Galaxy eyeshadow palette. This has so many great topper shades. I have been loving my e.l.f. topper shadow shade so much, but I was like, you know what? I still have this shade. I still have this palette, so let me go ahead and use this palette. Top it there with this pink shade. And again, this is just gonna give an extra oomph to the look. You can definitely keep it matte if that's what you want, but I'm gonna go ahead and add this pinky gold reflux shade. Wow, this looks so good. That is pretty much the eye. We're just gonna clean it up a bit. I'm gonna go ahead and finish up the eye with lashes, liner, and the bottom lash line, and I'll be right back. All right, so lashes are on, the bottom lash line is done. I'm just gonna add some eyeliner. This is the Pat McGrath eyeliner that I talk about all the time. One swipe and done. Then I'm gonna take the Tartelette XL Tarte Tubing Mascara and I'm gonna do my bottom lashes. It wouldn't be a look without me adding in an inner corner color. So I'm gonna go in with this bright white shade, I guess. Just add this here. Yeah. I'm gonna spray the face with the CoverGirl spray again. We're gonna go in with the lip liner by Morphe in the shade Vibes. So I'm taking the Too Faced liquid lipstick in Queen Bee. These were some really good liquid lipsticks. Very thin, doesn't feel like you have anything on the lips. To top it off, I'm gonna go in with my Fenty Beauty Fussy Gloss Bomb to add a little shine. I'm gonna go in with the Rare Beauty Topper. This is the powder blush topper in the shade Hope. I'm gonna take the Rare Beauty blush brush and I'm just gonna add a little more like sheen to the cheek area, dust it over the nose. And this is the finished look. I will have to say that this foundation, the Maybelline Plump and Glow foundation, is a really nice, lightweight, still lightweight after adding in all those powders, creams, you name it. It still feels good on the skin, which I really, really like. I will report back in the comments once I actually wear this out and about for a few hours. I'm only gonna be filming content right now, so I'm not gonna get a long wear out of it, but the first initial thought of this is the 2 thumbs up for me. Again, affordable, has a pump. For my initial thoughts, I really like the undertone, I like the shade and the feel of it as well. It doesn't feel weighed down or too heavy on my skin. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, and until next time, love, peace, and beauty. I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye.